Junior Adusei is an entrepreneur and fashion visionary, best known for founding Tribe Afrique in 2016. It's a brand dedicated to turning African cultural heritage patterns into temporary fashion products. With a passion for creating unique African-inspired designs and products, Junior has successfully positioned Tribe Afrique as a top fashion brand, reaching customers globally through these patterns, different patterns, which is so amazing, and global platforms is how he reaches them. Junior and his brand ambassador, Bonolo Mabena, are in studio with us to just give us a conversation and to talk to us about their heritage as well. Nice to have both of you in studio, and happy Heritage Day.
Thank you for having us, Leanne.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure. So, Junior, let me talk to you. I mean, obviously, 2016 is where this all began, but, you know, it doesn't just start on that day. This is a journey, a life journey. So talk to us about how you decided to start a clothing range.
So first of all, I love color. I love color, you know. I love every single day. I want to be seen in something colorful. So unfortunately, I couldn't see a lot of things that I like contemporary stuff that I like in these beautiful African patterns, like your sling bags, your gym wear, you know. So I went about to do research into African culture, the various African cultures that we have, especially in South Africa, and I found out that, okay, we do have the patterns, but they exist in states that we cannot use them for other products. You know, for example, the Basutu blanket, we can use it for a sling bag, we can use it for a bucket hat, we can use it for a kimono. So I was like, okay, what can I do? Because now there's a gap in the system. So what can I do to transfer these patterns from what they are now to what we can use even in 5 years, in 10 years, and in that form, preserving our heritage as Africans. So I went about recreating these patterns, okay? So I pick up a Sutu blanket, I recreate the pattern, I digitize it, and then I convert it into forms that we can use to make a bag, to make golf shirts, to make golfer dresses, and then that's how we started about.
And that's so lovely, because it's practical. It's not necessarily something that you have to wait for a Heritage Day or a big function to wear. You know, you can wear this every day and feel exceptionally comfortable in it. Your sort of role in all of this, I know we call you a brand ambassador, but I imagine there's a little bit more to it as well.
Yes, it is. More than anything, it's being proud of who I am, and just also showing that through some of the prints that he uses. So it's all about also promoting the brand and being pro, you know, pro African and pro proud of who I am.
Yeah, which is great. So perhaps you want to talk us through what you are both wearing right now. So what is this design that you're wearing?
So today is the second centenary of the Basutu culture. I'm sure the earlier viewers would have seen, you know, there's an event going on in Bloemfontein. So I redesigned the Sutu pattern. So this, what I have on is the different Sutu blankets. Okay, so we have the blue one, we have the Sutu flourish, we have all the different patterns, and I merged it together to create a golf shirt. And you will not find this anywhere.
That's amazing.
You will not find this anywhere. So I'm representing the Basutu culture today. Yes.
That's beautiful. So those are the blankets and the patterns on the blankets. Because
I
know I have a magnificent blanket at home, which I love.
I'm sure it's somewhere in there.
It is, exactly. And I think it looks very much like the blue with the hats on. I love that. But this is a practical gear that you can wear. And for yours, your design?
So this is a pattern that he designed as a Xhosa pattern. So it's more of your everyday wear as well. You know, sometimes with Xhosa it's a simple black and white. So this was him interpreting it according to what he could see.
In your designs. And I mean, this is something where I suppose that you give people ability to still, which is a sad thing almost, is that we abide by, you know, these Western forms of dressing, and very, you know what I'm saying. I don't even know how to put it into
I get you, Leanne.
But you could still celebrate every day.
Every day, and to go a bit of, I feel like fashion, African fashion, is a platform that even we can tap into, be it corporate, be it government, you know, we can tap into to create jobs for people. Because trust me, if we were to say, okay, let's wear an African outfit once a week to work, you know, it will boost the industry so much. It will create jobs, it will create opportunities for people, and the list goes on. So I feel like we need to tap into African fashion.
I have often said that, and I do think that we are almost in a way doing an injustice to our ancestors for those that have come up with these beautiful designs, that this is our cultural heritage, and yet, you know, we sort of don't embrace it on a daily basis and enjoy it. And the world looks at this and says, man, this is brilliant, but we don't embrace it and wear it and proudly. You know, we would love to see our president out there wearing patterns and outfits and not just, you know, abiding by the standard rules that everyone. Why do you think it is? Why do we not embrace it more?
I think there used to be a loophole, and that's what brands like my brand are trying to do right now. People tend to associate African wear with only heritage and traditional events, you know, because, well, when they want to go out or when they want to go to an event, they have this long skirt they have to wear. They don't see it as practical enough. But now fashion brands or African fashion brands are being creative about it. Now we have golf shirts. You can wear a golf shirt to practically any event that you want to. We have golfer dresses. You can wear them to any event that you want to. So by filling these gaps, we are trying to attract the new generation and the youth, you know, because if they see something beautiful, they'll go for it. And even if it's for their culture, they'll even love it more. So we are trying to make more contemporary products, be it sling bags, bucket hats, you know, backpacks, name it, we have it, you know, in our heritage, so that people in the country, outside the country, can appreciate and then go for it more and promote, you know, our culture to the world.
I mean, besides that, you've even come up with African gym wear.
Yes, that was a very interesting. It took a long time, but yes.
I've heard that going into gym wear, and I know this from a friend of mine who tried to get into that, is a very difficult one to break into because it's got to be a specific fit. It's got to be specifically sort of tailor-made and being able to handle different conditions and you know, the fitness levels. What's that been like for you to try and go in that direction?
Well, I'm very grateful to my models and the people I have around me, because everything that I come up with, Bonolo is ready to try it, test it. You know, Mahadi, all our models are ready to test it and give me positive feedback about it. What can we do to adjust it? Okay, I'm a guy and they are ladies, so they'll give me a lady's opinion about how to go about it. And it's been working. It's working. So we take people's opinions about, you know, what we do, our products, and then we put it back into the product to develop a very, very high quality product.
But this doesn't come cheaply.
It doesn't.
Because I'm sure that there are many people with great ideas that want to go out and do a range and want to make their heritage into something massive, and rightly so, but it comes with a lot of backing. So how have you managed to do this?
Unfortunately, for example, if you own a brand, you would like to have a physical store where people would love to come to purchase your products. And if you look at most brands, the selling price is actually contains probably 40%, you know, just to cover rent for these stores. So we went about it in a creative way. We don't have any physical store, but we use your major online platforms in the country, in US, in Canada, in Mexico. So doing that, we cut down the cost. So now the buyer doesn't have to incur all these unnecessary costs because we are paying rent in an expensive mall, you know. So we use creative ways because we are young.
Absolutely.
Our ideas are all that we have, you know. So we use our creative ways to cut down the cost and then pass on these benefits to the end user. So in that case, everybody can afford our products.
Fantastic.
Everybody can afford it.
Well, that's what's important, and it is using this this world of e-commerce, which I think is just it's amazing. I love it. I think a lot of people do love it as well, and good luck to you. So I'm going to end off by asking you just a one-liner for both of you. I mean, if you can tell me, Bonolo, what does it mean to be an African at this point? What are you proud of in your heritage?
I am proud of everything that we've done as a country, as a black person as well, in Ndebele. Some of the achievements that we have in our culture, it's something to be proud of. It's something that no other country has, actually.
Beautiful. Love that. Well done. And for you?
For me, I would say you will not really know how much, you know, how do I say, like, how proud you are to be African until you go out of Africa and you realize how people in Peru, people in other countries are appreciating you, your culture. You know, like, to be African, there's nothing like that. There is nothing like to be African. So we need to hold it and hold it dearly. and the younger generation, we have a lot to do to
That's
hold down.
beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Both of you, thank you for chatting to us. Good luck with your brand and
Thank
your
you very
range,
much.
and I hope it brings you great success. And
Thank you,
as you
thank
say,
you.
something that brings you pride
Yes.
when you wear it, and that's what we hope to achieve by all of us. Thank you for joining
Thank you
us.
so much for having us, Celia.
That was Tribe Afrique Director Junior Adusei, as well as his brand ambassador and a model for his clothing, Bonolo Mabena, talking to us on their heritage-inspired clothing dedicated to turning African cultural heritage patterns into contemporary fashion.